Yes, I'm back, and let's begin with cricket. The world's best young players will be hoping to follow in the footsteps of some of the greats of the game when cricket's Youth World Cup opened today in New Zealand. The most promising talents in international cricket have gathered in the game's most southerly outpost for the global event. And the young West Indies have the privilege of playing in one of the opening games of the tournament. The Caribbean side won the toss and chose to field in their opening Group D match against young Pakistan at Fitzherbert Park. They've just been playing for just over an hour and a quarter, and they've made an early breakthrough as the young Pakistanis, they've reached 89 for 1 in the 19th over. Rangy fast bowler Jason Holder was the successful bowler when he removed opener Ahsan Ali for 21. So that score once again, the young West Indies have Pakistan 89 for 1 after in 19 overs. Now bringing it back to the Caribbean, Ravindranathan Sriram says the future of Guyanese cricket has arrived. Sriram was speaking against the backdrop of Shivrai Chanderpaul and Rangaresh Sarwan missing from Ghana's lineup for the opening match of the WCB Regional First Class Competition. A match against Trinidad and Tobago starting tomorrow in Antigua. Now the Ghana coaches identified two rookies, Ravindra Chandrika and Vishal Singh, of whom much is expected.
First time that we're playing with the pin balls. I just hope that it's a one-off match. I think it's also a historical match for us, for the two teams for being the first two teams to play in the Caribbean. And hopefully from there on, that we get back to our normal cricket balls.
Yeah, that was Ravindranathan Sriram. His major concern was adapting to playing the match under the lights as the WCB experiments with day and night first class cricket and pink balls. Because he's not a fan of day and night first class cricket. The other matches in the second round of the competition all started tomorrow. Leeward Coast defending champions and joint early title leaders Jamaica at Warner Park in St. Kitts. And Barbados meet the other joint early title leaders, Combined Services and Colleges at Grove Park in Nevis. Trinidad and Tobago has another point of interest to visit at the Queen's Park Oval. The Oval Cricket Heritage Museum showcases the history in photographs of the progress of cricket in the Two Island Republic and in the West Indies from the early 20th century, with special attention to the events that took place at the Oval. Justin Marie of TNT3 in Port of Spain attended the opening and says the museum is a collaboration between the club and the TNT Ministry of Tourism.
We in the Caribbean have never been a people to cherish history, to share this history with our children and grandchildren. We have not over the years paid sufficient attention to educating our children on our rich heritage in cricket. Club members used to joke around the bar of Stephen's inclination to collect rubbish. Well, many of them who viewed it as rubbish, that what Stephen was collecting was towards a goal of one day seeing this museum become a reality.
Queen's Park President Bruce Ananson was grateful for the likes of Stephen Almondos, whose foresight gave birth to the Heritage Museum. Minister of Tourism Joseph Ross justified his ministry's role in bringing the museum on stream through the injection of $300,000 into the project.
The Ministry of Tourism was pleased to partner with Queen's Park Cricket Club and the Trinidad and Tobago Incoming to Operators Association on the establishment of the Art and Cricket Heritage Museum.
The museum operates strictly by bookings, but marketing manager of Enjoy Tours, Lorraine Pouchet, noted that as things progress, there will be scheduled days for public visits. However, she says that once this begins, there will be plenty to see.
What is on display is only about 10 to 15% of what we have, and part of the strategy is that we are hoping to have revolving exhibits, themed revolving exhibits, maybe around a particular era or particular personalities or a particular theme, so that will encourage people to not only visit the museum once, but more than once.
So the next time you're in Port of Spain, you can check that out at the Queen's Park Oval. And let's take it down under, where Western Australia have received a massive boost ahead of Saturday's Crunch Big Bash clash with Queensland, as Chris Gale all but batted his way into the starting lineup. Western Australian coach Tom Moody said that Gale had a good workout today. He noted that Gale fielded and looked a lot easier in the field. He batted with relative ease and was very confident that it's more than likely Gale would appear on Saturday. Gale has been sidelined with a side injury, which has limited him to just one match in the Big Bash, and if he plays, that wouldn't hurt the chances of Western Australia of reaching the final. In boxing, World Boxing Council welterweight champion Andre Berto of Haiti is devastated by the catastrophic earthquake that hit his homeland on Tuesday. Berto is preparing for his January 30th unification showdown with World Boxing Association champion Shane Mosley. Berto said that some of his family members are still missing and some have passed away in the earthquake. He added that he and his family in the United States are working on starting their own Haitian relief efforts, and he will be releasing additional information on how everyone can help very soon. Berto said he was asking everyone for their continued thoughts and prayers for the people in Haiti during this devastating time. Ryan Braffett has been named Barbados' Sports Personality of the Year for 2009. The 21-year-old Braffett was a shoo-in for the national award after completing one of the most successful seasons ever by a Barbadian track and field athlete that culminated with the island's first ever gold medal at the IWF World Championship. Braffett lowered the national 110-meter hurdles record 3 times last year before the running of the World Championship. He then broke the mark twice at Worlds with the final record-setting run clocked at 13.14 seconds, bringing him the world title. Now, a solid start for Stephen Ames at the Sony Open in Hawaii. The Trinidad and Tobago-born pro golfer has just finished up his opening round and is just 3 shots off the clubhouse lead. Ames shot a first-round score of 268 and was in a 5-way tie, 10th in the 5-way tie for 10th in the $5.5 million tournament at Waialehe Country Club in Honolulu. Ames is coming off a 20th place finish at the SPS Championship last week in Maui, where he earned $85,000. I'm sure Julius Giddens will want a percentage of that. Dean Watson is looking forward to this year's Cayman Open in his homeland. Watson prevailed over the top players from the Caribbean, including regional champion Sean Simpson of Barbados at last year's championship. We're talking squash. Watson is hoping to keep the title in Georgetown, but he expects one of his tougher challengers to be his compatriot, Cameron Stafford.
I haven't started training yet, so I have to watch out for Cameron because I know he's hot on my backside. But hopefully I've got to put some work in the next few months. We've got the Nationals in February, so that'll be a bit of a test to see how he's performing under a bit of pressure.
That's all the time we've got for sports. The weather and the wrap are still to come on Caribbean Newsline.